Alright, so today I am here to post my spoiler for the much maligned Plo Koon character that will be a matching pilot with the Jedi Starfighter, coming out both in Virtual Set 16. So first of all, you need this guy, and it doesn't hurt if you have one of these, and it doesn't hurt if you have one of these. And I have both. So, the process for Plo Koon was over a year in development, from designing him to be a Jedi that would work well in space to making him a Jedi that would be playable in most or any deck. As I know, most people do not like the Mace Windu power scale, so I think this version of Plo Koon is absolutely in check with what people are hoping to see in a Jedi, especially a new one. With the coolness factor of a Plo Koon, I think that we should realize that we should want to see another Jedi that's gonna rock and maybe take some deck space up for making some hard choices for people to put in certain cards and leave out others. The original design intent for Plo Koon was to basically make him sort of a deck manipulator of some sort, putting a card back on a pile, either your reserve deck or your use pile. I wasn't sure if that was going to fly. A lot of suggestions were made from several people, and I just figured that this was going to take a long time, and it did. This was a card process that I found very enjoyable to be a part of. I really thought that there was some very constructive criticism, thoughtful praise, play testers. I was given playtester information about how much fun the card was to play in decks, and I hope that it stays the same. I know a lot of people are afraid that the power will be far too great for at light side, and maybe it will. I don't know anything about the other decks coming out in the set, so it certainly could be something of a problem. If it needs to be relooked at, maybe it will, and I would have no problems with that. As it stands, here is the text of Plo Koon, and I'll let you read it, and then I'll talk a little bit about what I was hoping to go for with this guy. And there you have it. That's Plo Koon, and I think that he's going to have some interesting game effects. His ability to toss weapons back to use pile to make weapon destiny draws -3 is a softened version of what I was going for. Originally, I think I had him asked that he made weapons not fire for the entire battle, and that maybe would be too limiting. And so essentially, he's gone through a lot of changes, but I'm very happy with this version. I'm also happy that he's a matching pilot for the Jedi Starfighter, and I think that's what we want to see, is that ultimately the episodes 2 and 3 be virtualized and conceptualized into this game somehow, and I think using the existing characters is one way to do that, and also using existing images is another way to do that, as we see with the female version of Bail Organa. But ultimately it's all about the fun of the game and keeping this community as positive and looking forward to things every few months, which I think the Players Committee has done a fantastic job. I'd like to thank obviously the Players Committee for giving me the opportunity to help contribute to this game in some way. Mike Tomaszewski, I can't even say his last name, is out, just Shusky, has been a wonderful liaison to communicating the information back to me and speaking on my behalf to get this card conceptualized. And I'd like to thank other people who have just in general been just fantastic supporters. So if it's not any more of a concern of yours, I'd like to sign off and wait to see what the reaction is going to be about. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the new card and the new set. Plo Koon uses his powers, and he says, "Oh no, you don't, Darth Vader!" And Darth Vader blows up, and then it's